Hello students, today we will start with exercise of chapter 2.4 part 1. Now the exercise, that is English workshop, page number 42. Read the passage and name the following. He composed the Iliad and Odyssey. Homer, Homer. Students, please take a pencil in your hands and write the answer in the textbook now, and then write it in your notebook very neatly. The B1, he persuaded Helen to elope with him. Paris. C, she was wife of King Menelaus. Helen. The D, he led the defense of Troy for 9 years. Hector. E, he was killed by a poisoned arrow that entered his heel. Achilles. Achilles. Second activity, find antonyms of the following from the passage. Barren, fertile. Fertile. Offended, the B1, offended, pleased. Pleased. The C1, cowardly. Cowardly, cowardly, brave. Brave. D1, peace, war. War. E, surrender, attack. Surrender, attack. The D1, exposed, protected. Exposed, protected. G, defenseless, safe. Defenseless, safe. Now activity 3. From other sources, find synonyms of the following words used in the story. Yes, now see, this particular words you have to find it from other sources, means either from the dictionaries or from the passage. Great hero, illustrious. Illustrious. Beautiful woman, Helen. Fight, verb, attack. Rich city, prosperous. Prosperous. Safe, protected. Strong city, fortress. Brave, courageous. Now activity 4. Correct the following sentence using facts from the passage. Troy traded in cattle and grass with other cities. Now students, this is wrong. You have to write the correct answer. Troy traded in goods and grains. So the first answer is Troy traded in goods and grains. The B1, during war, Trojans jumped over the fort gates to fight the enemy. No, it's wrong. During war, Trojans opened the fort gates to fight the enemy. So it will be, during the war, Trojans opened the gates to fight the enemy. The C1, Helen eloped with Menelaus. Wrong. Helen eloped with Paris. Now D1, Troy was attacked because it was a strong city, rich city. No, it is wrong. Troy was attacked because the Greeks wanted to take revenge. So the answer is Troy was attacked because the Greeks wanted to take revenge. The E1, the Greek armies and heroes always defeated the Trojans. Wrong. The Greek armies and heroes sometimes defeated the Trojans. Instead of always, you will write sometimes. Next one. Both the enemies were eager to continue fighting. No, it is wrong. Both the enemies were not eager to continue fighting, because see, the Greeks also wanted to go home and the Trojans also wanted to come out of their city and enjoy freedom. So the answer will be both the enemies were not eager. Now the G1, the great heroes avoided one another. No, the great heroes faced one another. Now the H1, Achilles was killed by an arrow that pierced his heart. Wrong. Achilles was killed by an arrow that pierced his heel. Okay. Now, see students, the activity 5 and 6 is omitted. Okay. You know your reduced portion. Activity 5 and 6 is omitted. Okay. So now going to activity 7. Complete the following sentences with reference to the passage. Now going to the first one. Epics are long poems that relate to the deeds of great national hero or a great national war. Okay. So you will write that epics are long poems that relate the deeds of a great national hero or a great national war. Next one, they may be composed and sung or recited for many years before they were actually written down. Before they were actually written down. Nobody knows for certain who the author of these early epics is. Nobody knows for certain who the author of this early epics is. Next one. It is believed that Homer, who dash and who dash to all who dash. Okay. So it is believed that the Iliad and the Odyssey were composed and recited by a blind poet named Homer, who lived about 900 BCE and who wandered from one Greek city or village to another, singing his poems to all who received him, all who would receive him in their homes and give him hospitality. So you have to write it. See, it's on page 40. It is believed that the Iliad and the Odyssey were composed and recited by a blind poet named Homer, who lived about 900 BCE and who wandered from one Greek city or village to another, singing his poems to all who would receive him in their homes and give him hospitality. Okay. Now, going to the next one. At the back rose the high peak of Mount Ida, from which flowed many rivers and streams. So, at the back rose the high peak of Mount Ida, from which flowed many rivers and streams. So, students, see, you have to complete this, write these activities in the notebook. Okay. And when you'll write it, see, write it part 1. Okay. Write it part 1 and write it neatly. There is no need to copy the passages from the what passage test I am going to give you all. You all have to only just mark how I have written it, and then every lecture, after every lecture we will have a passage test, how we will have it today, so that you all can keep a practice of it. During exams you all won't have any difficulty to answer your paper. Okay. And maintain neatly, because see, presentation of your answers is very important. Presentation, neat handwriting, avoid cancellations. Yes, wherever there is the blanks, see that you'll underline it properly with a pencil and with a scale. Don't just use a free hand. so that your writing and your work will be neatly written. Okay.